everyone, so I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how I made, where's my camera? This top. So this is already sanded and spray painted white and cleaned off in between the sanding and the spray painting, and then I'm going to add the epoxy. So I use these kitchen grip rubber thingies to put it on my turner. Oh, you know what? This one doesn't come off. I need to use another one. Hold on. I didn't think this through. So this just, ooh, my rubber band fell. This just looks like this, and then I rubber band it around the pool noodle. And it's one of the skinny pool noodles, not one of the fatter ones. So I'm gonna stick it on my turner really fast. So I have my epoxy mixed already. You can tell it's super bubbly because I just did it really fast because I don't care about bubbles for this step. And you can add whatever kind of glitter you want for this step. I'm gonna add a little bit of mica, a little bit of this pearl mica to it to give it a shimmer, and then I'm just gonna do like a teeny tiny bit of my golden opal. Okay. I melted it with my heater. Don't put your glitter container right in front of your heater because that's a bad idea. So I just put a little tiny bit. Stir that up. You know what? I'm also going to add a tiny bit of white acrylic paint. Just because I can. I just have that one. Do a little bit. Just a little bit. I said mitt, but you know, bit, whatever. You can tell I'm really good at tutorials. Please ignore my disaster of a workplace. So this is what it looks like. And this is also way too much. I just mixed 20 milliliters because I just did the base. That's what's making that lovely creaky noise right now. Because my turner's loud. So you need your little sprinkles nearby. This was full, and this is what's left after I did that top that I showed you. So if you plan on doing a few of these, you should buy the bags rather than the little jars. I have a bigger bag coming because, yeah, and a bunch more stuff. And then you need your little cherry if you want that. And you need to cut it not quite in half. You want to do a slant so that when it goes on the cup, it's like, you know, sticking out. But you don't need this quite yet. So I'm just gonna start putting my epoxy on here. Oops, sorry, my camera holder's like super jiggly. So I just dip my finger and then I just go around the cup and I follow the shape of the ice cream. Sorry, this lighting's kind of bad. The sun is like starting to set and I'm in my garage right now. And just as a disclaimer, you should totally be wearing PPE, which includes a glove and a respirator. When working with epoxy, even if you're working in an open area, you can still have reactions to it. But I'm not doing it right now just so I can talk and do this tutorial. But that means I'm going to have a little bit of a headache later, so that's okay. The things I do for you guys. Some people don't have any reaction to it at all though, but it's still not good to breathe in. So I'm just completely coating this with my epoxy. And there's probably a better way to do this, so I'm not an expert. I just started messing around with this cup. So once you have the whole cup done, the whole first coat, you want to kind of go around those little curves and get rid of some of that extra epoxy so that it's not too thick and that you still get those curves showing after the epoxy dries. And then you just don't really have to worry about the straw hole. Just make sure it's not, you know, getting covered up by the epoxy. And this one just has like a very subtle shimmer to it because of a little bit of glitter I put, and then I used the white paint. The one I did before, I didn't do white paint, I just did the glitter, so it's like spottier, so I like this one better. I got a little bit on the straw. You can clean that out later with a Q-tip and some acetone. Sorry if I had that pulled away. Okay, so this is coated to how I like it after I do this scrape one more time. So now I'm gonna do the sprinkles. And you don't want an epoxy hand touching your sprinkles. So I just, you know, sprinkle it on. And I should probably just put it in like a shaker or something. Let me try this. I just don't want it to go on too clumpy. Since I only have a little bit left, I don't want it all to go on one side and then I'm just stuck without sprinkles on the other side. And some of them are going to just stick straight up, so after you apply them, you want to go over them with a gloved finger, poke them down. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna use the rest of my sprinkles. And these are, excuse me, these are polymer clay sprinkles. And as for the cherry, if I put the cherry on right now, the epoxy is too wet, so I think even with it spinning, the cherry's just gonna fall off. So I'm gonna wait a few hours before I put that cherry on. I'm gonna wait until my stuff's just tacky. So I'm just going back and pushing all the sprinkles down. And with my other cup, I put the sprinkles going right here along the lip, but I don't have enough sprinkles, so I'm not gonna do that. And you can get these cups, well, normally you can get these cups in my Etsy shop, but y'all went a little wild and I'm sold out. But I do have the 16-ounce cups that are the same style, but they're colored. But that absolutely does not matter because you can just spray paint them any color you want as your base. They're just a little bit smaller, and those lids will not fit the Starbucks cups. So I'm just smushing all of the ones that were sticking up down. And there's some sprinkles that got in here. Come on. Alright, so that is it. And then I'm just gonna wait maybe 2 or 3 hours. I don't know, what time is it? It's like almost 6 right now. I'll probably come back in at like 8 and put the cherry on. Hold on. Sorry, I accidentally turned my phone off. So this is the finished look. Well, I mean, you know, the epoxy's still wet, but it's super easy to do. It's not hard at all. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Let me put that on. And you probably don't have to spin it if you do as little epoxy as I do, but you know, better safe than sorry. You don't want to deal with those drips. I see a little bit of micro bubbles on here, but since I already put the sprinkles on, I'm just gonna spray it with some isopropyl alcohol to pop the bubbles. Because if you torch these, you will send your sprinkles. So don't do that. And this is Counterculture DIY medium viscosity epoxy that I'm using. But you know, you can use anything. Doesn't matter. So I still have epoxy left, so I'm gonna put that in a little keychain one I have. The alphabet ones. I just pick a random one, but you don't need to know that. So yeah, that is it. That's all. Oh, the glitter. I don't think I said what glitter it was. I think I just showed you I melted it. I use gold and opal, the 0.008 from Sass. As you can tell, I am pretty much out, but I have more on the way. Yay! But you can use any kind of opal. Like, I have a bunch of It's Pretty Personal stuff. You could use that in there too. Or, you know, not at all. It's up to you. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching.